So if you follow our channels, you'll know that Matsuura have recently launched their Step Up campaign. Today, the machine in question that we're going to talk about, the technology in the stepping up, is the H.Plus-405. Dominic, why would someone invest in a horizontal like this as opposed to maybe another machine? What's the step up element?
Well, what we're saying is from single table to multi-pallet. You know, as we've done many times already over the last 10 or 15 years, is where customers are using vertical machining centres, rows and rows of vertical machining centres with lots of operators. We're saying step up from a single table to a multi-pallet horizontal machining centre, which will allow you to do the work of 3, 4, sometimes even 5 vertical machining centres on one machine.
And there's one particular customer of yours, SRD Engineering in Bicester, who we've been to see, who actually replaced 3 or 4 verticals with one of these horizontal solutions. That is a great example of this step up campaign, isn't it?
Absolutely. You know, when I spoke to Mark, a couple of years ago, he said he couldn't see it. He didn't get where I was coming from. But now that machine's been in 18 months, it hasn't stopped running through the night, through the pandemic.
And if someone was to raise an objection about what you're suggesting because they think they can get more out of 3 spindles on 3 vertical machining centres than 1 spindle, how would you overcome that argument, Dominic?
Well, if you think a vertical machining centre that's batching, typically that machine is going to be 25 to 30% OEE on an 8-hour shift, unless you obviously have a double shift. What we're saying is if you can redeploy all that work onto one multi-pallet machine and keep that spindle running consistently night and day, you actually, 90-95% spindle utilisation. You will actually produce more work than 3 or 4 machines because it doesn't stop through the night and at weekends.
And finally, it comes down to affordability. It's no secret people may be nervous about or apprehensive about investing in this. They like the idea, but can they afford it?
Yeah, obviously with the Step Up campaign, what we're saying is if you've got machines to part exchange to help fund and reduce the investment loan, we will consider and obviously offer considerable good part exchange prices, whether it's 1, 2 or more machines for that. But also at the moment with the government scheme to help SMEs today come out through this recovery period with the CBILS scheme. And again, we're working with financial institutions that can offer 12 months interest free on the loan of that investment.